Ladies and gentlemen, success is a deeply personal concept. It looks different for everyone, and yet many of us fall into the trap of chasing a version of success that isn't truly ours. Whether influenced by societal expectations, the opinions of others, or the curated lives we see online, we often lose sight of what we genuinely want. That's why, in 2025, it's time to set clear personal goals, goals that reflect your true aspirations, your unique journey, and the life you want to live. The first step to setting clear personal goals is introspection. Take a moment to pause and think about where you are in life and where you want to go. This isn't about where others think you should be or what they believe you should pursue. It's about tuning out external voices and asking yourself some powerful, honest questions. What brings you joy? What challenges inspire you? What vision excites you so much that it pulls you forward? Often we hesitate to set personal goals because we worry they may not align with what society values. Perhaps your goal isn't to climb the corporate ladder, but to start a small business that aligns with your passions. Maybe you don't want to live in a big city, but dream of a quieter, more meaningful life in a rural town. These are the kinds of goals that matter most because they come from within. Success is not a universal formula. It's deeply individual, and it's up to you to define it for yourself. Once you've identified your aspirations, the next step is to make your goals tangible. Clarity is power, and vague goals lead to vague results. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," define what fitness means to you. Is it running a 10,000 building strength or improving your flexibility? Be specific and include measurable criteria. If you want to build financial stability, specify the exact savings goal or debt repayment plan you aim to achieve. Break your overarching dreams into smaller, actionable steps. Equally important is the time frame. A clear timeline creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay on track. Decide what you want to achieve within the next month, the next 6 months, and by the end of 2025. Long-term goals are essential, but they can feel overwhelming without shorter milestones to guide you. Think of your goals like a ladder. Each rung brings you closer to the top. But you need to focus on climbing one step at a time. One of the biggest obstacles to achieving personal goals is the influence of comparison. It's human nature to look around and see what others are doing. In the digital age, it's even easier to fall into this trap. But here's the truth: someone else's life, accomplishments, or pace has nothing to do with yours. Their journey is not yours to replicate or measure against. Instead, focus solely on your progress. Track your own improvements and celebrate your milestones, no matter how small. A useful tool for staying focused on your goals is visualization. Imagine yourself living the life you want. See the details in your mind, the environment, the people, the feelings of accomplishment and fulfillment. This exercise not only clarifies your goals, but also reinforces your motivation to work toward them. Write down this vision, revisit it often, especially on days when you feel uncertain or unmotivated. It's also crucial to align your daily actions with your goals. A clear vision is meaningless without consistent effort. Reflect on your habits and routines. Are they moving you closer to your goals, or are they keeping you stuck? This might mean making tough choices like cutting back on activities that waste time or stepping outside your comfort zone to try something new. Change is never easy, but it's necessary for growth. Finally, remember that setting personal goals is not a one-time activity. As you grow and evolve, so will your aspirations. It's important to revisit your goals regularly to ensure they still align with your values and desires. Life is dynamic and flexibility is key. If a goal no longer resonates with you, don't be afraid to pivot. What matters most is that your goals remain authentic to who you are. It's a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, one that requires honesty, effort, and patience. When you align your actions with your true desires, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment, not because you're chasing someone else's dream, but because you're building a life that's truly yours. Let me know if you'd like to adjust or refine this further. Discipline is often misunderstood. Many see it as a restriction, something that takes away joy or forces you into an overly rigid life. But the truth is, discipline is one of the greatest acts of self-love you can practice. It's not about punishment, it's about commitment. When you embrace self-discipline, you're telling yourself, "I matter. My goals matter. My future matters." In 2025, self-discipline isn't a burden, it's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The foundation of self-discipline lies in knowing your why. Without a clear understanding of why you're pursuing a goal, maintaining discipline becomes a chore. Think about what drives you. Are you working toward financial independence so you can provide a better life for your family? Are you committed to improving your health to feel more energetic and live a longer, more fulfilling life? Whatever your reasons, anchor yourself in them. Write them down, repeat them to yourself, and let them guide your decisions every day. Discipline is built on consistency, not perfection. Too often people give up on their goals because they stumble once or twice. They miss a workout, break their budget, or indulge in habits they're trying to change. These moments can feel like failures, but they're not. They're just part of being human. The key to self-discipline is not avoiding every slip-up but learning to get back on track quickly. Instead of beating yourself up over mistakes, ask yourself what you can learn from them. Then refocus on the actions that will move you closer to your goals. One way to cultivate discipline is by creating systems and routines. Willpower alone is not enough to sustain long-term change. It's a finite resource that can be easily depleted. Systems, on the other hand, help you automate good decisions. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, prepare meals in advance so you're not tempted by fast food when you're tired. If you're working on building a new skill, block out time in your calendar every day for focused practice. These small but consistent actions compound over time, bringing you closer to success. It's also important to prioritize the hardest tasks first. Discipline isn't about doing what's easy, it's about doing what's necessary. Start each day by tackling the activities that require the most focus or effort. This approach, often called eating the frog, ensures you handle your priorities before distractions or excuses have a chance to take over. It's not always fun, but it's incredibly effective. Another aspect of self-discipline is learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying no to something that does. This doesn't mean you have to cut out all enjoyment or be rigid in every decision, but it does mean being intentional about where you invest your time and energy. For instance, if your goal is to save money, saying no to an unnecessary shopping spree is a way of saying yes to financial security. If you're working on a creative project, declining a social invitation may be a necessary step to protect your focus. Self-discipline also requires a certain level of self-compassion. It's easy to equate discipline with harshness, but that mindset can lead to burnout. Treat yourself kindly as you build new habits. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and recognize the effort you're putting in. Discipline isn't about depriving yourself, it's about respecting yourself enough to follow through on what you've set out to do. Visualization is a powerful tool in strengthening self-discipline. Picture yourself achieving your goals and how it will feel to reach them. Visualize the steps you'll take each day to get there. This mental practice reinforces your commitment and helps you stay motivated, even when the work feels hard. It's also essential to surround yourself with the right influences. Discipline thrives in supportive environments. If your circle of friends, colleagues, or mentors encourages positive behavior, it becomes easier to stay on track. On the other hand, if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or distractions, even the strongest resolve can falter. Choose to spend time with people who inspire you, hold you accountable, and share your drive for growth. Lastly, remember that discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Start small. If you're trying to wake up earlier, set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier each day until you reach your desired time. If you're building a fitness routine, begin with short workouts and gradually increase their intensity. Over time, these small, consistent efforts will build the mental strength you need to tackle bigger challenges. In 2025, self-discipline isn't just about achieving goals, it's about becoming the person capable of living the life you want. It's about making choices that align with your values and staying committed to your own growth, even when the process is uncomfortable. When you practice discipline, you're not restricting your life, you're expanding it. You're creating the structure that allows you to thrive, grow, and realize your full potential. And that's one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Let me know if there's anything you'd like refined or emphasized further. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. From the constant buzz of notifications on our phones to the endless stream of curated lives on social media, it's easy to feel like everyone else is ahead, achieving more or living a better life. But the truth is, focusing on what others are doing does nothing for your own progress. It pulls your attention away from what truly matters, your own journey. In 2025, if you want to move closer to your goals, the most important thing you can do is silence the noise and focus on yourself. Comparisons are one of the biggest traps we face. They make us doubt our abilities, diminish our progress, and shift our focus to external benchmarks that don't reflect our personal values or aspirations. When you compare yourself to others, you're often only seeing the highlight reel of their lives, not the struggles and setbacks they've faced behind the scenes. It's like looking at the final chapter of a book without knowing the story that led up to it. By silencing the noise, you give yourself permission to write your own story on your terms at your pace. The first step in silencing the noise is to identify its sources. For many, social media is a primary culprit. While platforms like Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn can be great tools for connection and inspiration, they can also foster unhealthy comparisons. If scrolling through your feed leaves you feeling inadequate or behind, it's time to reevaluate how you engage with these platforms. Consider setting boundaries, limit your usage, unfollow accounts that don't serve your growth, or take a break altogether. The less time you spend comparing your life to others, the more time you have to invest in yourself. Another major source of distraction is the opinions of others. Friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers often feel entitled to weigh in on your choices. While feedback can sometimes be valuable, it's essential to filter it through the lens of your own values and goals. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. You're not living your life to please others, you're living it to fulfill your own potential. Trust yourself and learn to differentiate between constructive advice and unnecessary criticism. Silencing the noise also means learning to quiet your internal doubts. Often the loudest distractions don't come from outside, they come from within. That little voice in your head that says you're not good enough, not ready, or not capable can be your biggest barrier to progress. Acknowledge these thoughts, but don't let them dictate your actions. Replace self-doubt with self-compassion. Remind yourself of your strengths, reflect on past achievements, and focus on what you can control, your effort and attitude. One of the most effective ways to stay focused on yourself is to create a clear, actionable plan for your goals. When you have a roadmap, it becomes easier to tune out distractions and stay on course. Break your big aspirations into smaller, manageable steps and set realistic deadlines for each one. By focusing on what you can accomplish today, this week, or this month, you ground yourself in your own progress instead of getting lost in the noise of what others are doing. A practical tool for maintaining focus is mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present and reduces the mental clutter that can cloud your judgment. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a few deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed, mindfulness allows you to reconnect with yourself and your priorities. It reminds you that the only moment you can control is the one you're in right now. Surrounding yourself with the right people also plays a crucial role in silencing the noise. Seek out individuals who inspire you, support your growth, and understand your journey. These could be friends, mentors, or like-minded peers who share similar goals. Conversely, distance yourself from those who bring negativity, constantly compare, or try to steer you off your path. A supportive environment can make a world of difference in maintaining focus and confidence. Another important aspect of silencing the noise is embracing gratitude. When you focus on what you already have and what you've achieved, it's harder to feel inadequate or distracted by others' successes. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant, reminding you of the progress you've already made. Make it a habit to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for each day, no matter how small they may seem. Lastly, remember that silencing the noise doesn't mean ignoring the world around you. It means being selective about what you allow into your mental space. It's about curating your environment, both physical and digital, in a way that aligns with your values and supports your growth. By focusing inward, you create the clarity needed to move forward with purpose and intention. In 2025, let go of the pressure to keep up with others. Release the need to compare, the urge to seek validation, and the fear of missing out. Instead, turn your attention inward. Trust that your journey is unfolding as it should, and focus on making each step count. The less you let the noise dictate your path, the more aligned and fulfilled you'll feel. This is your time to shine, not by competing with others, but by becoming the best version of yourself. So let me know if you'd like further adjustments or refinements. Investing in yourself is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It's the act of recognizing your worth and taking deliberate steps to nurture your personal and professional growth. In 2025, the world continues to evolve at a rapid pace, and the best way to stay ahead is to prioritize your development. This isn't about indulgence or selfishness, it's about building the foundation for a better, more fulfilled version of yourself. When you invest in yourself, you're essentially saying, I matter enough to grow. This mindset is transformative. It shifts you from being reactive to proactive, from waiting for opportunities to creating them. The first step is to identify the areas where you want to grow. Is it your career, your health, your relationships, or your mindset? Being clear about what you want to improve allows you to focus your energy and resources effectively. One of the most impactful ways to invest in yourself is through education. Knowledge is power, and learning never stops. Whether you're pursuing formal education, taking online courses, attending workshops, or reading books, every bit of knowledge you gain adds value to your life. Education doesn't have to be tied to a degree or certificate. It's about gaining skills and insights that help you achieve your goals. For instance, if you're an entrepreneur, learning about financial management or marketing can give you a competitive edge. If you're focused on personal growth, books on mindset, communication, or time management can help you navigate challenges more effectively. Time is another critical investment. How you choose to spend your time reflects your priorities. If you're constantly busy with tasks that don't align with your goals, it's time to reevaluate. Block out time in your schedule for activities that contribute to your growth. This might mean dedicating an hour each day to exercise, setting aside weekends for creative pursuits, or carving out quiet moments for self-reflection. Time is a finite resource, and investing it wisely is key to long-term success. Financial investment is another important aspect. While it might feel uncomfortable to spend money on yourself, consider it an investment in your future. This could mean enrolling in a course, hiring a coach, joining a mastermind group, or upgrading tools that make your work more efficient. Think of the return on investment not just in monetary terms, but in the skills, confidence, and opportunities you gain. Every dollar you spend on personal development has the potential to multiply its value over time. Taking care of your physical and mental health is also a vital form of self-investment. Without good health, it's challenging to pursue your goals effectively. Make exercise, nutrition, and rest non-negotiable parts of your routine. Invest in therapy, coaching, or mindfulness practices to nurture your mental well-being. A healthy mind and body create the energy and resilience needed to tackle life's challenges. Another essential way to invest in yourself is by cultivating meaningful relationships. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you to grow, and support your aspirations. Networking isn't just about meeting influential people, it's about building genuine connections that enrich your life. Attend events, join communities, and engage in conversations that expand your perspective and introduce you to new opportunities. Investing in yourself also means taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth rarely happens in a place of comfort. It requires pushing boundaries, trying new things, and facing fears. Whether it's starting a business, speaking in front of an audience, or pursuing a passion you've always put on hold, taking bold steps leads to greater self-discovery and achievement. Reflection and self-awareness are equally important. Take time to evaluate your progress and adjust your approach as needed. Ask yourself what's working, what's not, and where you need to pivot. Journaling is a powerful tool for this. It helps you track your thoughts, identify patterns, and stay aligned with your goals. Regular reflection ensures that your investments in yourself are purposeful and impactful. Lastly, celebrate your progress. Investing in yourself is a journey, not a one-time event. Acknowledge your efforts, no matter how small they may seem. Each step forward is a testament to your commitment and growth. Celebrating your wins keeps you motivated and reinforces the importance of putting yourself first. In 2025, investing in yourself isn't just an option, it's a necessity. The world is full of opportunities, but they're often reserved for those who are prepared to seize them. By dedicating time, energy, and resources to your growth, you position yourself to thrive in an ever-changing landscape. You're not just enhancing your skills or knowledge, you're building a life that reflects your potential and values. Remember, the most valuable asset you have is yourself. When you invest in your growth, you're investing in a future filled with possibilities. You're creating the conditions for success, happiness, and fulfillment. So take the leap, prioritize your development, and watch as the seeds you plant today transform into the life you've always envisioned. Let me know if you'd like this tailored further. Staying consistent is one of the most important habits you can cultivate in any journey toward success. While inspiration might ignite the spark to start, it is consistency that keeps the fire burning. In 2025, with distractions more prevalent than ever and quick fixes often overshadowing long-term commitment, the power of staying consistent cannot be overstated. It's a simple yet transformative principle. Small, repeated actions compound over time to produce extraordinary results. Consistency begins with a clear understanding of your goals and why they matter to you. Without a strong sense of purpose, it's easy to lose momentum when challenges arise. Start by defining your why. Why is this goal important to you? How will achieving it impact your life or the lives of those around you? When you have a compelling reason to keep going, it becomes easier to show up even on days when motivation wanes. One common misconception about consistency is that it requires perfection. This belief often leads people to quit at the first sign of failure. But the truth is, consistency isn't about never making mistakes, it's about always coming back to your goals after setbacks. Missed a workout. Start again tomorrow. Fell short of a deadline. Learn from it and keep moving forward. The real power of consistency lies in resilience, the ability to keep going no matter what. To build consistency, it's essential to create routines and habits that support your goals. Habits are the building blocks of a consistent lifestyle. When you establish habits, you reduce the need for constant decision-making, which can drain your mental energy. For example, if you're trying to write a book, commit to writing for 30 minutes every morning. Over time, this small daily effort adds up to significant progress. The key is to start small and build gradually. Trying to overhaul your entire routine all at once can be overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, focus on one habit at a time and let it become second nature before adding another. Accountability is another crucial aspect of staying consistent. When you hold yourself accountable, you create a sense of responsibility for your actions. This can be achieved by tracking your progress, setting specific deadlines, or sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor. External accountability, such as joining a group or community with similar goals, can also be highly effective. Being part of a supportive network not only keeps you on track, but also provides encouragement and motivation during tough times. Discipline plays a significant role in maintaining consistency. While motivation might get you started, discipline ensures you keep going. Motivation can be fleeting. It's influenced by emotions, external circumstances, and energy levels. Discipline, on the other hand, is the commitment to show up regardless of how you feel. It's about prioritizing your long-term goals over short-term comfort. Building discipline takes time, but each small act of perseverance strengthens it. Another strategy for staying consistent is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, especially if your goals are ambitious or long-term. But progress often happens slowly and subtly before leading to a breakthrough. By shifting your attention to the daily actions required to achieve your goals, you create a sense of accomplishment and momentum. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, celebrate sticking to your meal plan or completing your workouts rather than obsessing over the number on the scale. Time management is also critical for consistency. With so many competing demands on your attention, it's essential to prioritize your goals and schedule time for them. Treat these commitments as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Avoid overloading your schedule and focus on what truly matters. Consistency doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means doing the right things repeatedly and efficiently. It's equally important to remain adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and rigid plans can sometimes lead to frustration. Consistency doesn't mean sticking to the same routine, no matter what it means finding ways to stay aligned with your goals, even when circumstances change. If your original plan isn't working, reassess and adjust without losing sight of your purpose. Flexibility is not the opposite of consistency. It's a tool that helps you maintain it in the face of challenges. Finally, remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Recognizing your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Reflect on how far you've come and the effort you've put in. Consistency isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about appreciating the journey and the growth that comes with it. In 2025, staying consistent is a superpower. It's the daily act of showing up for yourself and your goals, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It's about trusting the process, believing in your ability to succeed, and understanding that meaningful change takes time. By committing to consistency, you set the stage for long-term success, resilience, and personal fulfillment. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Let me know if you'd like to refine or expand this further. In 2025, one of the most important skills you can cultivate is adaptability. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace, with technological advancements, shifting industries, and evolving social dynamics reshaping how we live and work. Those who can adapt not only survive but thrive in this ever-changing environment. Adaptability is more than just reacting to change. It's about embracing it with an open mind, learning from it, and leveraging it to grow stronger and more resilient. Being adaptable begins with a mindset shift. It's natural to resist change because it often brings uncertainty and discomfort. However, resisting change doesn't stop it from happening. It only makes the process more difficult. Instead, view change as an opportunity for growth. Every challenge you face, every disruption to your routine, is a chance to learn something new, discover untapped potential, and build resilience. When you approach change with curiosity instead of fear, it becomes a gateway to personal and professional development. Adaptability requires self-awareness. You need to understand your strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers. When you're aware of how you typically respond to change, you can better manage those reactions. For example, if you know that you tend to feel overwhelmed when faced with uncertainty, you can develop strategies to stay calm and focused. Self-awareness also helps you identify areas where you need to improve, making it easier to adapt when circumstances demand new skills or perspectives. One of the best ways to build adaptability is by embracing a lifelong learning mindset. In a world where industries can transform overnight, staying relevant means continuously acquiring new knowledge and skills. Commit to learning, whether through formal education, online courses, reading, or hands-on experiences. Stay curious about emerging trends in your field and beyond. By staying informed and willing to evolve, you position yourself to navigate change with confidence. Flexibility in thinking is another key component of adaptability. It's easy to get stuck in rigid ways of doing things, especially if they've worked for you in the past. However, what worked yesterday might not work today. Being adaptable means letting go of the "we've always done it this way" mentality and being open to new ideas, approaches, and solutions. Practice challenging your assumptions and considering alternative perspectives. This not only makes you more adaptable, but also fosters creativity and innovation. Resilience is closely tied to adaptability. Change often brings setbacks, and how you respond to those setbacks determines your ability to adapt. Resilient people don't view challenges as permanent roadblocks, they see them as temporary obstacles to overcome. They focus on what they can control, learn from their experiences, and move forward. Building resilience takes practice, but it's a skill that grows stronger every time you face adversity and choose to rise above it. Another critical aspect of adaptability is emotional intelligence. Adapting to change often involves interacting with others who are also navigating uncertainty. Emotional intelligence helps you understand and manage your emotions while empathizing with the feelings of others. It allows you to communicate effectively, build strong relationships, and collaborate even in challenging circumstances. By staying attuned to the emotional dynamics of a situation, you can foster a sense of stability and cooperation, which is invaluable in times of change. Staying adaptable also means being comfortable with ambiguity. Not every situation comes with clear instructions or guaranteed outcomes. Learning to navigate the gray areas of life with confidence and patience is essential. Practice making decisions even when you don't have all the information, and trust your ability to figure things out as you go. The more you embrace uncertainty, the less intimidating it becomes. Adaptability isn't just about individual growth, it's about thriving in a connected world. Surrounding yourself with diverse perspectives and experiences helps you see change from multiple angles and prepares you to navigate it more effectively. Seek out opportunities to collaborate with people from different backgrounds, industries, or cultures. Diversity of thought broadens your understanding and equips you with new tools for tackling challenges. To cultivate adaptability, it's also essential to take care of your well-being. Change can be stressful, and maintaining physical and mental health is critical for staying balanced and focused. Prioritize regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate rest. Incorporate stress management techniques like mindfulness or meditation into your routine. When you're in a good state of mind and body, you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Lastly, celebrate your adaptability. Each time you navigate change successfully, acknowledge your effort and growth. Reflect on what you learned and how you've evolved. This positive reinforcement encourages you to embrace future changes with confidence and optimism. In 2025, adaptability is more than a survival skill, it's a superpower. It enables you to pivot when needed, seize new opportunities, and stay ahead in an ever-changing world. By cultivating a mindset of openness, resilience, and continuous learning, you can turn challenges into stepping stones and create a life that thrives on growth and possibility. When you adapt, you don't just cope with change, you master it, and in doing so, you unlock your fullest potential. Let me know if you'd like to adjust or expand on any part.